Healthy eating in children can be one of the most challenging tasks for parents. Despite knowing that nutrition is important for your growing and energetic child, you reluctantly put away the food rich in nutrients. What else could you do? While you do this, you wonder how to get them to eat healthy and make nutritious meals appealing to your kids. Ensuring children are eating proteinaceous food is both a priority and a challenge for caregivers, and fuzzy eating can be annoying to deal with. Whether you're a childcare provider or a frazzled parent, if you really care about healthy eating habits in children, you need a few strategies up your sleeve for getting them to eat that's required. Not all children are the same. They often respond and react differently to different kinds of encouragement. So here's a range of strategies to arm yourself with to triumph at mealtime. Healthy eating in children is important for strong bones, teeth, and healthy heart. It helps maintain a healthy weight, promotes optimal body function, and keeps the brain sharp and ready to learn. But not all kids understand this. For most parents, helping children develop a love for healthy foods can be challenging. With the hectic pace of many household chores, it sometimes seems much easier to tolerate less than desirable eating habits. Don't ban eating junk food outright. Once kids get their first taste of crispy, sweet, and salty food, it's hard to get them unhooked. Well, that's the better fact. You need to limit the numbers of binge eating that kids are allowed to eat each day, rather than ban these foods completely. This is the only way kids won't be as tempted to crib for what they can't have. Banning specific food increases the temptation to eat more. Encourage healthy eating in children at school. Take up the initiative of conducting a healthy school breakfast program and lunch. The trick is, you have to pack the lunchbox before your child resists the urge to opt for convenient processed prepackaged meals. A lot of patience and little planning can go a long way. So it's good to prepare healthy lunches well in advance so that you don't have to scramble for options in the morning rush at home. Avoid buying unhealthy foods in bulk. If you want to buy a treat, choose to buy the smallest possible package of that food. Store any bulk-size snack foods away from kids' sight. This strategy will help your kids to be less tempted to mindless food and focus on healthy food. Avoid offering sweet treats. We all know tooth decay is caused by having sugary food. So as parents and caregivers, your strategy should be to try to make sure that cakes, biscuits, and confectionaries are avoided in your setting. However, there lies an important difference between the natural sugars found in whole fruit and milk and free sugars present in juices and cakes. Natural sugar is better for little milk teeth as it brings with it some crucial vitamins and minerals. So it is always advisable to base them on fruit, dairy products, and reduce the amount of added free sugar no matter what. We may be living in a text-happy, Facebook-loving world, but kids still love lemonades, protein milkshake, and watermelon smoothie. And when they do, they are surely going to intake the good stuff that's purely made by you. Start with small proteins. The next strategy is to use smaller plates, bowls, and utensils for your child to eat with. Allowing them to serve themselves when they are old enough to do so safely. You can begin this practice when they are 2 to 4 years old and start with allowing them to serve salad from a small bowl that you hold for them. The fun fact of the strategy is making them feel like a grown-up while helping them learn to measure how much to eat and encourage them to take one serving at a time. Stick to strict meal and snack time. Keeping to a regular meal and snack schedule discourages kids from grazing throughout the day. This, in return, causes them to compensate by overeating later. Most children require 3 meals and 1 snack each day. It's important to stick to a particular eating time. Do not pressure your child into eating if they sometimes say that they are not hungry at mealtime. The strategy here is, if you find your child skipping a meal, do not let them make up for it with something else. Instead, offer a healthy snack, such as apples or baby carrots, and make sure that they eat enough at their next meal. Nutritious new foods. Try and try again. Explaining healthy eating to a child can be stressful. Don't be discouraged if your kiddo stubbornly turns away. Patience is the key here. It takes time for children to like a new food's taste. That's the only reason we would recommend you to keep offering a new food as many times as possible. It can take up to a dozen tries for a child to decide whether they like a particular food. Help a picky eater feel more in control of their food choices and finally end up in helping him like the healthy meals you prepare by posing some exciting food questions as an option. Listen and involve. Communication between parents and children about food preferences is essential. This allows little ones to voice their feelings and concerns over food. At the same time, it is essential for you to actively encourage children's involvement in planning menus, food shopping, preparing, and cooking food. Encouraging eating well does not mean forbidding certain types of foods they do not like. Eating a healthier diet is about keeping the right balance and eating more of some foods as well as eating less of others. Don't forget to ask these questions to doctors when you meet. Do you suggest a vegetarian or vegan diet for my child? Are carbohydrates bad for him? Does my child need to have a gluten-free diet? Are soy-based products better than dairy products? As doctors care for your child, only they can explain to you all the strategies to encourage healthy eating in them. From pouring their health drinks to tying their shoes, it is important to teach children about doing things that will help them pave their way for a healthy, happy, and independent future. And when it comes to food, what your child eats can either be hugely beneficial or alarmingly unhealthy. So make sure you follow these strategies to encourage healthy eating in children. Do write to us if any of these strategies work best for your little one. Happy eating!